Here are 10 of the funniest coincidences in history that are sure to amuse you. 1. The same day of birth and death, the famous American humorist Mark Twain was born on November 30, 1835, the same day Halley's Comet appeared. Twain famously said he came in with the comet and would go out with it, and indeed, he died on April 21, 1910, just one day after Halley's Comet returned. This cosmic connection adds a humorous layer to Twain's already witty legacy. 2. The presidential curse. U.S. Presidents William Henry Harrison and Abraham Lincoln both have fascinating coincidences linked to their presidencies. Harrison was elected in 1840 and died just 31 days into his term, while Lincoln was elected in 1860 and was assassinated shortly into his second term. What makes it funny is that both presidents had last names that started with H and L, and they were both succeeded by vice presidents named John, Tyler and Johnson, respectively. This quirky pattern has led to theories about the curse of presidents. 3. The Titanic and Morgan Robertson. Author Morgan Robertson wrote a novel titled Futility in 1898, about a fictional ship named the Titan, which sank after hitting an iceberg. The bizarre twist: the real-life RMS Titanic sank in 1912 under almost identical circumstances. The similarities between the two events are eerie and somewhat comical, given the details Robertson included in his story. 4. The simultaneous inventions. In 1876, Alexander Graham Bell and Elisha Gray both filed patents for the telephone on the same day, leading to a historic legal battle. The coincidence of two inventors making the same breakthrough at the same time is humorous, as it highlights the nature of innovation. Sometimes, great minds think alike at the most opportune moments. 5. The Time Travelers Club. In 1989, a group of time travel enthusiasts claimed they had found a way to travel through time. To promote their theories, they set a meeting for 10 p.m. on April 23, 2009, inviting fellow time travelers to join them. The twist: they held the meeting in the past. No one showed up, which makes for a hilariously ironic situation for the so-called time travelers. 6. The shared name. In 1903, two men named Thomas Anderson filed for patent on a device they both called a computer. The twist: one was a mathematician working in the UK, and the other was a clerk in the US. Both had the same first name and last name. Just a coincidence that showcases the oddity of history repeating itself in unexpected ways. 7. The alike natives. In 2007, a man named Frank D. Murdoch from Ohio was mistakenly arrested for the murder of a man named Frank D. Murdoch from Pennsylvania. Both men had the same name, making the confusion all the more humorous when law enforcement found out they had arrested the wrong person. This case showcases the hilarity of human errors in identifying individuals. 8. The name game. A couple named Michael and Michelle Scott found out they had the same birthday, same last name, and met on a blind date in 2007. To make things even more amusing, both had spent their childhood in the same neighborhood. Their unexpected similarities led to an entertaining story that highlights how life can bring people together in the most amusing ways. 9. The presidential predictions. In 1920, a young boy named James L. Smith wrote a letter to President Woodrow Wilson, predicting that he would become president. In 1932, Smith, then a teenager, wrote another letter claiming he would one day be president as well. While the young boy never fulfilled his promise, the coincidence of his early predictions showcases how dreams and aspirations can sometimes make for funny stories. 10. The twin tragedies. In 1980, twin brothers were born in Los Angeles and grew up apart. They both ended up marrying women named Linda, having sons named James Allen, and getting divorced. This uncanny coincidence demonstrates how similar paths can lead to hilariously identical situations, even when lives are lived separately. In conclusion, history is peppered with amusing coincidences that remind us of the unpredictability of life. These 10 examples highlight the quirky and sometimes humorous connections between people, events, and even inventions. Coincidences can be funny, baffling, and entertaining, offering a light-hearted glimpse into the unexpected surprises that life has to offer.